probably the biggest game on planet Earth. And now this grand game enters its 6th decade. We welcome you to Santa Clara and Levi's Stadium for Super Bowl 60. Tonight, settle in. We've got a good one coming your way. It's the AFC champion New England Patriots and the champions of the NFC, the Seattle Seahawks. Wherever you are, welcome to America's great sports day. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, Super Bowl Sunday, 195 different countries know all about it. They're watching, Greg, and for the players, this moment, they've built so much, and now it's here, a chance to take the field in the biggest football game.
We'll be here all week from every team leading up to the Super Bowl. For the players that have been here before, there's such an advantage. You know what to expect. You know what pregame feels like. You know how to handle the emotions leading up to it. But for the new players, the new coaches, no matter how much you tell them, there's still an element of uncertainty that really doesn't hit you until that ball is kicked off. So who handles it better? Who's more prepared for this stage? We're a couple minutes from finding out, and man, I think we are in for a great game.
After all the hype, it's finally time for football. It's Super Bowl Sunday. And off we go on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So here come the Patriots, and Greg, they are led by their second-year quarterback, the number 3 overall pick in 2024 out of North Carolina. It's Drake May.
You ask any player that's played in the Super Bowl, Mike, and they'll tell you the hardest part is everything up until kickoff. The best part is once that ball is kicked off, it finally feels normal again, and that's what these players are going through. They've been waiting for this moment. It feels like it's taken forever, but here we go. Who's going to go out and put together the best game at the right moment and come away Super Bowl champs? I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Open man, that's the tight end, Hunter Henry. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
That's good for a Patriots.
A gain there of 21. Good for a Patriots first down.
45-yard line.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic and the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
From the 46, here's second down and 9. On play action, here's May. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike. They've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Off the bootleg, here's Darnold. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. Jackson Smith and Jigba, the intended receiver. It's second down.
Second and 10.
It's just a matter of time. I don't care how good you are or how good a hand you have, you are going to drop passes. It is inevitable in the NFL. But it's the guys that don't let one drop pass lead to two. They have the ability to put it behind them, move forward, and now you can't wait for that next ball to be thrown their way.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
So think back to earlier in the week, Mike, and they told us they want to get him going here early and often. So I'd expect plenty of passes to head his way as this game unfolds.
First carry now for Kenneth Walker. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Over the middle, Smith and Jigba with the grab. Get about 6 before he's taken down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
Got a man at Garner, the tight end.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Seattle.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Shotgun run now with Walker. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Taken in right side by Barner. And a nice game there. He's out of bounds, and that will bring up third down.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's third down.
Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. Third and short yardage, and here's Darnold. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, Seattle. The first touchdown of Super Bowl 60.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure, and I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. It's up and through. And the Seahawks are off and running here in the Super Bowl. They lead 7-0. After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. On the return, Travion Henderson. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Patriots offense ready to see the football for the second time. They had that pick on the opening drive. It led to a touchdown. So 7-0 the deficit as they get the ball back, 1st and 10. They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
And the Patriots first down.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
That'll be caught. It's Travion Henderson. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 6. Out of the gun, here's May. He's found his receiver, Boutte. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Third and a yard. They'll try to sneak it here. Trying to find Brady, see if he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
That's a heck of a stop by this defense early in this game, Mike, and it sets up a decision for the offense. You might be a little too far away to attempt a realistic field goal, but you might be a little too close to get anything out of the punt unit. I think I'm keeping the offense on. I'm trying to extend this drive, and I'm being aggressive here early.
On 4th down, Bryce Baringer out to punt for New England. Rashid Shaheed back to return this one. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Seahawks offense ready for their 2nd possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
It's a loss.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Here's a 2nd and 12. Now, Darnold. They'll try to set up the screen here with Walker. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. Good pickup of 16 on that screen play and a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
And boy, tough to bring down there, fighting forward for a gain of 7.
The 45-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 3. We'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a first down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
His 49-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
It's
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Open man is Shaheed. That's complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Gain of 29 yards.
They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
And he will give himself up at the end of that one.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Patriots' 17-yard line.
After a spirited first quarter here in Super Bowl 60, it's the Seahawks with the early lead. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Seahawks football beginning this second quarter. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. As we are ready to get back underway. Here's a handoff to Walker. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goals inside the 10. Mark them at the 7.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
On play action, here's Darnold. And that's over everybody. Out of the back of the end zone. It is incomplete.
And while he didn't connect for the touchdown, what I really liked, Mike, was that he kept his eyes downfield as he left the pocket. And once he saw something that he did like, he ripped it without hesitation. They just got to find a way to get on the same page in these scramble drill moments.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. Now he'll run it, and he will get into the end zone. Sam Darnold, touchdown Seahawks. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
Now the point after try from Myers. He's got it. And the Seahawks move out on top, 14-0.
Seahawks 14. Patriots nothing.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. On the return, Travion Henderson. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. And it's been a rocky start. An interception on the first drive and then a punt the last time they had it. On the ground, it's Henderson to start this drive. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional, you become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
It's
A gain of 16 on that pass play. First down, New England.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
You know, Mike, these crossing routes, you just see them being used more and more often. And really, it's because it's good against any defense. And what it does is it creates separation. It allows some of your best players to catch the ball on the move. And that short throw oftentimes turns into a long run.
Hunter Henry was the one he was looking to connect with. And it'll bring up second down. Working out of the gun. It's May. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. He was looking for Stephon Diggs there, and it'll be third down.
They just desperately need to get something positive going here, Mike. It just feels like they're a play away from really jump-starting everything they've talked about being good at throughout the course of the week's prep, and it's really been the inability to sustain drives. So critical third downs, better on first and second. Somewhere it's got to pop, and somebody's got to make a play.
First catch of the game for Diggs, and it's a first down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and it's certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
On the handoff, Henderson. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Taken down at the 41. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
From the 41, here's second and 7. Once more, it's Henderson. And he'll take this to about the 38-yard line. Tyrese Knight in on the tackle.
A gain of 4 brings up third and 4.
It's third and 4. To throw is May. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The Seahawks take over first down.
The Seahawks offense getting set to get back to work. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this second quarter, looking to run away with this one before halftime. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Here's a designed run.
Donald on the keeper. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 4. The tight end motioning left here. They'll run it for the first time. Here comes Zach Charbonnet. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, Seattle.
The Seahawks, first down.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, But if you could have 2 or 3 that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
Over on him in a flash, and he lost the football. One of the Patriots has it. One of those exciting moments in a football game. There is a turnover and a fumble, and all of a sudden the guys who were on defense, they're starting to think like offensive players, Greg. They really wanted to take that back the other way.
And I think for that offense, they're fortunate that didn't lead to a touchdown, because for a minute, I thought the defender was going to take it all the way back. But either way, winds up with a pretty nice return, and his offense is in great position.
The Patriots offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start with the football already in the red zone. Big opportunity here on 1st and 10.
Please, we need it. Make that kick.
They run straight ahead with Henderson. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
Man in motion, heading left. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
3rd and 11.
Yeah, keep it up. Keep it up.
To throw now, May. To the outside, he's got Diggs. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. Timeout Seahawks. That is their 2nd, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming.
With the ball. With the ball.
They'll go. Here's May. That is caught, and he will have the 1st down, almost the touchdown, out of bounds, just short of the pylon. So they roll the dice on 4th down and are rewarded with 1st and goal.
First down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play. In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
May to throw on 2nd down. That's complete on the tight end screen.
Complete to Hunter Henry. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, New England. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Patriots are on the board. It's now 14-7.
Patriots 7.
Conference. You can do it. Right through the middle.
Come on, 3 more points.
3 points are huge.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. On the return, it's Rashid Shaheed. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
First and 10.
The Seahawks offense ready to get back to work. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Made by Harold Landry.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
To throw is Darnold. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Shaheed in motion. Throwing on third down is Darnold. He's going to look deep. Going to Cup. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 53
A big
yards.
play here in the big game. 53 yards. In motion is Barner. Throwing on first and 10 is Darnold. Smith and Jigba left side. He's got it.
Complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. Out of bounds at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
Here's second and 2. Shaheed in motion. Darnold to the air once more. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up.
First and goal.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It's such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, first and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
Ball sitting on the 3. It is first down and goal. To throw again is Darnold. To the goal line and in. A.J. Barner. Touchdown, Seattle.
Take that in your sleep. Please, we need it. Make that kick.
Jason
Myers now to
Myers
add
for
the
extra
PAT.
point.
He's got it. And the Seahawks will take a 21-7 lead.
21. Patriots 7.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. On the return, Travion Henderson. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense and Drake May making their way back out. Here's May to throw it on first down. Pass caught right side by Henry. And he'll be run out of bounds. That's a good gain on first down. They pick up 7 yards.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On 3rd and 2, it's May. Open man is Douglas. It's complete. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Patriots first down.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
New England going to take their 2nd timeout. Clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
May to the air once more. That's complete to Diggs. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Here's 1st and 10. It's the tight end Henry in motion. May to throw again. Hauled in by the tight end Henry. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. On now is Andres Borregales for the field goal try. This will be a 38-yard attempt. His kick will split the uprights. It's good. So 2 quarters down here in Santa Clara, the Super Bowl 60 halftime. Straight ahead with Scott Hanson.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hanson and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. 2nd half drawing near. So good to have you back with us here on EA Sports.
Yeah, right to the middle. Make us happy. Get these 3 points. Right through the uprights. You can do it.
2 quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with first down. Starting this drive on the ground, here comes Charbonnet. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
18-yard line.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Slant, Smith and Jigba has it. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
A gain of 9 brings up third down.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Open man, left side, he's got it. They get 16 on that connection. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
First down, Seattle.
So I really like the decision here that you're going to throw the ball to one of your big tight ends, but it's the personnel grouping that you do it out of. Bring as many big bodies onto the field as possible, stay with the passing game, and you're able to find one of those big tight ends for a first down.
And he proves tough to bring down. Good running across midfield. A gain of 8 that time.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second and a couple. Darnold. That's complete. It's Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down.
And the Seahawks.
So there's a saying in the NFL, Mike, short throw, long catch, and that's exactly what they wanted to go with here. Operate in the quick game, don't stress the protection. And while he didn't get necessarily the big play, he does get enough to move the chains.
He's got the Alabama product. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, one of his teammates there to save him. He'll wind up getting enough to pick up the first down.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do, you got to seize the moment.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
From the 22 now, here's second down and 5. Once again, it's Walker. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
A 3-yard gain.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Now a third and 2. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be thrown away.
All right, so it's only one drive here in the second half, and they trail pretty big here to start the third. but it seems this defense came out with a little different energy than we saw in the first half. Whatever was said in the locker room seemed to have worked. Now it's the offense's chance to see if they can cut into this deficit.
On fourth down, the veteran Jason Myers for the Seattle field goal. This one from 39 yards out. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks are going to open up a 2-touchdown lead, 24-10.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So Myers back out there at the field goal a moment ago. Now set to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down.
3 puntos, solo 3 puntos, muchachos.
They'll run. It's Henderson. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
It's a loss of 2.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation, but now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection.
And he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And the Seahawks have come up with the recovery.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
From the gun, here's the give to Walker. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 4. They'll go play action with Garner. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
First down,
It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, Seattle.
So I don't think his fullback was his primary option on that play, but a really nice job by the quarterback working quickly through his progression, getting the ball down to his big fullback, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
On first and 10, here comes Walker. And he's able to push his way forward, a gain of about 2. It'll be second down.
At the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run here with Walker. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
3rd and 7. Throwing, Darnold. Taking off, he'll try to, and he will score! Sam Darnold, touchdown Seahawks.
And that's just another element that defenses have to worry about when playing a team like this. You match up with all their skill guys in the route concept, but then there's nobody left to account for the quarterback, and he ends up making the play. Big-time finish, big-time play, and they end this drive with 6.
Now the point after try for Myers. His kick is good, and the Seahawks will extend this third quarter lead.
31, Patriots 10.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. On the return, Travion Henderson. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense and their running back, Travion Henderson, making their way back out there. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. The middle, it's Henderson. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Devin Witherspoon up from the secondary to make the play.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 6. Working out of the gun, it's May. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of
14 on the pickup. First down, New England.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it, because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back.
No chance at all. He'll go down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll go play action with May. Oh, and once again, the pressure too intense. They get him down again. Leonard Williams getting in for the sack, and now it's going to be 3rd and a mile.
Just can't seem to get anything going on every ensuing snap. They just continue to go backwards and backwards and backwards. They've got to find a way on 1st and 2nd down to stay ahead of the chains, so 3rd down is not so daunting.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's May. Into space at the 45. Wow, a pretty good comeback to say the least. Not enough for a first down, but a really solid pickup. And it brings us to 4th down. And the Patriots ready to kick it away. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the third quarter. They might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock. The middle, it's Walker. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a first down.
13 yards. First down, Seattle.
Down to the final quarter in Super Bowl 60. We'll return for the fourth from Santa Clara after this. So, first and 10 here now at the 38. In motion is Barner. Walker now gets us going here in the fourth quarter. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 47-yard line.
Now, this looks like a design run. A big play here in the big game. 32 yards.
It's a gain of 32. And the Seahawks first down.
And this is why you tailor your offense around a guy like this. I mean, every once in a while, mix in some design runs. He's got such game-changing ability with the ball in his hands. And here, he rips off a big one.
The throw on first down is Darnold. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 19-yard line.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Dump this off to Charbonnet, complete, and he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down, and they'll try to convert it on third down. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. Without question, something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. They'll run the sneak, and it looks like he's going to have enough for the first down. Yes, he does. First and goal coming up.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
And that's a productive run. He gets this one down to the 4.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Darnold now to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10. The veteran, Jelani Tavai, gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's third down.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
Good drive so far, but this is a big hurdle. It is third and 10. To throw is Darnold. And he overshoots everyone. It's through the back of the end zone and incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Seahawks add on to their lead.
Patriots 10.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through and they get 3.
So Myers back out there at the field goal a moment ago. Now set to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. They'll begin it on the ground with Henderson. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line.
You know, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Here's May. He'll find his tight end. That's Henry. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
First and 10.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Throwing on 2nd down. May. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
A gain of 7.
This is one of those cases where the offense is counting on the defensive line being over-aggressive in their pass rush, thinking that they can get the ball out of the quarterback's hand and into the back and pick up the first down on the yards after the catch. But the defense was obviously ready for it. A lot of guys running to the ball and just nowhere to go.
He's got his man. It's Diggs. And he will get the first down. They took a chance, but they convert on 4th and 3.
First down.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for 4th down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often, the days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense.
Taken down at the 50-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is May. Now he takes off.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they failed to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
3rd and 5. Now May, and that is incomplete. Austin Hooper was the intended target. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
He'll get this over the middle to Diggs. And he's going to have the Pats first down as they get the conversion with a gain of 14.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Seahawks 30-yard line.
Two minutes remain in Super Bowl 60. We're back to write a finish to the season after this. 2nd down and 8. May quickly out to Diggs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the right zone, inside the 20. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that after this long drive would be a bit of a letdown.
Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play.
It's 2nd and inches.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And he's in. Kayshon Boutte. Touchdown, Patriots.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
So now May and the Patriots going to line up and go for 2.
The Patriots will line up for a 2-point conversion.
May going to look to throw. The pressure's got to him. He was hit as he threw it. It's incomplete, and they come up empty, trying for 2.
16.
Anytime you fail on a 2-point try, there's always going to be second guessing about whether that was the right play call. In this case, they decided to throw the ball, which I like. They just need better execution, and they end up coming up a little short.
Come down there.
What was that? Are you kidding me? This is like watching paint dry.
What was that? Are you kidding me?
This could be worse.
So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick.
Illegal touching. Offense.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
Defense.
Stafford fires to cut. And he'll be hustled out just shy of the first down marker. That's a pickup of 9. He's going to set up 2nd and 1.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag. Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
They'll run it on 1st down, sharpen it. Not much there, maybe a yard.
Roberts Spillane on the tackle. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Patriots' 34-yard line.
It is 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. A throw on the move is caught. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down. And that's going to do it in their 50th anniversary season. What a celebration. The Seattle Seahawks, Super Bowl champs for the 2nd time. So this, a well-deserved celebration down on the field. You know, Greg, it wasn't totally mistake-free, but about as solid a performance as you could hope to have on the big stage in the big game.
And to think about all the people that had their hand in this, Mike, of course we see on the field the players. Their ability to perform at such a high level goes without say. But then you think of the group around them, the coaching staff, their ability to game plan, and then the front office and the GM who put this roster together. Those are the efforts of a lot of people that went into this Super Bowl victory.
So that'll do it for another sensational season of the NFL on EA Sports. For our entire team,